These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads, and challenging our resident quiz champions today are Composite. Now, this team of friends have been quizzing together for over 20 years and currently meet up every Wednesday to test their brain power at the Mexborough Arms in the village of Thorner near Leeds. Let's meet them.
Hi, I'm Don. I'm 74. I'm a retired lecturer and dentist.
Hi, I'm David. I'm 56 and I've been a dentist for 33 years.
Hi, I'm Mal. I'm 60 and I've been a dentist for 38 years.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm 58 and I'm a commercial operations manager.
Hi, I'm Edward. I'm 69 and I've been a dentist for 43 years.
So Don, team, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you.
And you are big quizzers, I can tell.
Well, weekly quizzes.
Very regular quizzes.
Very regular.
But the name Composite is crucial here because you are all dentists or retired dentists, is that right?
Except for Paul. Paul's our newest arrival. Composite is a dental material, tooth-coloured dental material, and it's also a composite of dentist plus Paul.
I see. OK, so a bit of an amalgam.
Well, that was the original name.
So when you quiz, do you win?
Fairly frequently.
Good. We have a contest. Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to the next show. So, Composite was a bit of a painful one for the Eggheads, the last show, and they crashed out on a question about the Costa Rican national airline. The challengers won. Proves it can be done, of course. It means the jackpot for you today is £1,000. Do you want to get cracking?
Can't we?
OK, the first head-to-head battle is on the subject of sport. Who would like this?
David.
What do you think?
David.
David.
Okay. We've got to put David.
David on sport?
Yes.
Which Egghead would you like to take on, David? Any of them?
Chris, please.
Right, that usually puts him in a good mood.
Your
Thanks for
ticket's
that.
booked on Laxer, I'll tell you.
So David from Composite versus Chris from the Eggheads. To ensure there's no conferring, would you please take your positions in the question room? Good luck, David. It's sport, and would you like to go first or second?
Please got to go first.
Here we go. Which heavyweight boxer was jailed in 1999 after a road rage attack on 2 motorists? Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, or Mike Tyson?
Well, Mike Tyson was jailed for something else, I think. Lennox Lewis, I'm sure, has a clean record. I would think, therefore, Jeremy, I'll go for Evander Holyfield, though I'm not fully convinced.
It's interesting now. Yeah, I don't have much of a memory of this, but it is Mike Tyson.
Right.
OK, Chris. Which footballer, born in 1940, scored a record 77 goals for the Brazilian national football team? Is that Pelé, Jairzinho, or Zico?
Well, Jairzinho and Zico are both later than that, so born in 1940, it's got to be Pelé.
Pelé is the right answer. Well done. Back to you, David. Which Paralympian became a dame in the 2013 New Year Honours list? Ellie Simmons, Tanni Gray-Thompson, or Sarah Story?
Of the 3, it's got to be Tanni Gray-Thompson, Jeremy.
Let's see if your team knows. Is he right with this?
I think she was already a dame, wasn't she?
I think she was already, yeah. What do you think?
Simmons.
It's not Ellie Simmons, no. Sarah Story it is.
Story, yeah, sorry.
If you get this right, Chris, you've taken the round. Which of these golfers has won the Open Championship on the most occasions? Tom Watson, Gary Player, or Jack Nicklaus?
Yeah, that was not Tom Watson, not Jack Nicklaus, Gary Player.
Not Gary Player, not Jack Nicklaus, Tom Watson.
Tom Watson.
He was 5, so he is the right answer. OK, David, he's let you off the hook, but you need to get this one right. The Basin Reserve is a test cricket ground in which country? And Basin is spelt B-A-S-I-N, as you'd expect. South Africa, Australia, or New Zealand?
Well, Jeremy, as I play cricket, I should know this, but at the moment I'm having to have a think. I've got a feeling it's New Zealand, Jeremy.
Well done, you've got it right. It is New Zealand. Okay, over to Chris. If you get this one right, Chris, you're in the final. The British athlete Robbie Grabars won a medal in which field event at the 2012 Olympics? Javelin, shot put, or high jump?
I think he's a shot putter. Shot put.
Oh, heads in hands at this end. Help us, Eggs.
High jump.
High jump. So you're equal after 3 questions with 1 point each. We go to sudden death, David. Gets a bit harder, I don't give you alternatives. Here's your first sudden death question. Which footballer won his 4th successive FIFA Ballon d'Or in 2013?
Lionel Messi, Jeremy.
Lionel Messi is correct. Well done. Chris, your question. An emotional Murray Walker said, "I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat," when commentating on the Formula One World Championship win of which driver?
We win it. Jackie Stewart?
Do you know this one, David?
I think it's Damon Hill.
Yes, it is Damon Hill. Sorry, Chris, you've been knocked out. Well done, David. Oh, I thought you were on the edge there. And then you came back. Well done. So you're in the final round and you've ousted Chris from the final round. Please, both of you, rejoin your teammates. So very good work by David there. And that was the rope-a-dope technique, wasn't it?
I think I was the dope.
So Composite have not lost a brain and the Eggheads have lost. Chris, how about that for a start? The next subject is politics. Who would like this?
Edward or Paul? Would you do this, Edward?
Okay.
Yeah, send Edward.
Right.
Who would
Who
you
have we
like to
got?
vote against?
It's me, Jeremy.
Edward, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Who would you like, Edward?
Right. I'll try Dave, please.
Edward from Composite versus Dave from the Eggheads. Please take your positions now. Edward, politics is the subject. You want to go first or second?
I'll go first, please.
Here is your question. What are the names of Barack Obama's children? Are they Martha and Anna, Barbara and Jenna, or Malia and Sasha?
I must say I'm not very sure about this. I don't think it's Martha and Anna. And I don't think it's Barbara and Jenna. So it's Mila and Sasha I'll go for.
Malia or Malia and Sasha is the right answer. Well done. Dave, your question. Which patriotic song with words by Robert Burns is used to close SNP conferences? Is it the Thistle of Scotland, the Skyboat Song, or Scots Were High?
I'm looking for something else. By Robert Burns. Don't know. It's disgraceful here. I've got to go. It's not the Skyboat Song, sure. I'll go the Thistle of Scotland.
We've got a bit of Eggheads information coming. I'm feeling it, Dave, from the desk here. Eggs?
Scots were hay.
Scots Were Hay.
Scots were he with Wallace bled.
Didn't know.
Dave will have to leave through the back exit.
Yes.
Scots Were Hay is the right answer. Okay. Edward, that's handy, isn't it?
It is. Let's
You're
hope it
ahead and
continues.
you've only answered one question. Here's your second. In March 2013, Theresa May announced that which executive agency of the Home Office, formed 5 years previously, was to be scrapped because it was not good enough? National Fraud Authority, Identity and Passport Service, or UK Border Agency?
I'm pretty sure it's the UK Border Agency, which has never done a very good job.
UK Border Agency is the right answer. Yeah. Dave, your question. Which role did the American politician John Kerry assume in February 2013? Secretary of State, Attorney General, or Secretary of Defense?
Yeah, he's not the Attorney General. He's not the Secretary of Defence. It was the Secretary of State.
Secretary of State, yes. Okay. Edward, your question. Get this one right. You've taken the round. When did Augustus Henry Fitzroy, 3rd Duke of Grafton, become British Prime Minister? 1668, 1768, or 1868?
I think it was too early to be a prime minister in 1668. 1868 would have been one of Victoria's prime ministers, so I'm going for 1768.
1768 is completely right. Well done to you. Dave, you've been knocked out.
Yeah.
And if you both come back to us, we will play on. Well, Composite are playing very well here. They have not lost a brain from the final round, and the first two eggheads to go into the question room have been, what's the correct dental term? Extracted.
Extracted.
The next subject is science. Who wants to take science? This has got to be good, surely.
Come on, boys.
Shall we?
You
Do you want me to do it?
You go. Do it. Yep. Okay. Go on, Mal.
Malcolm.
I'll do science.
Mel against which egghead?
I'll have Pat, I think.
So Mel from Composite versus Pat from the Eggheads. Please, both of you, go to the question room. Is science your thing, Mel?
It is, yes.
That's good. Why so?
Well, I suppose it's the background from which most of us are from. So we were all down to have a go at it, and I was one of the few left. So by default, I think.
All right, great. Well, good luck on science. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go. In which part of the world do giant pandas live naturally in the wild? South America, Asia, or Africa?
I think I'd immediately rule out Africa. And I don't think they'd be right for South America either. I think they often have Chinese-sounding names, so I'm going to go for Asia.
Asia is the correct answer. Nicely done. Pat, your first question. In what state does nitrogen exist at room temperature? Gas, solid, or liquid?
At room temperature, it makes up about 3/4 of the Earth's atmosphere, and it's a gas.
Gas is right. Back to you, Mel. Which of these planets has the largest diameter? Uranus, Saturn, or Neptune?
I don't think it's Uranus. I think that's a fairly small planet. I think I'm going to go for Saturn.
Saturn is the right answer. Pat, your question. The botanist Joseph Hooker was the best friend of which famous scientific figure? Isaac Newton, Michael Faraday, or Charles Darwin?
I don't know this for certain at all. I'm going to go with Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin is actually correct. So 2 each, tight rounds. Mal. Marie Curie won her first Nobel Prize in which category? Chemistry, physiology or medicine, or physics?
I think it's either chemistry or physics. She had a lot to do with X-ray technology, so I'm going to go for physics.
Physics is correct. You're playing well, Mal. So Pat's up against it here. Let's see if he stays in. The difference engine and the analytical engine were designed by which 19th century inventor? Pat, was it Joseph Swan, Charles Babbage, or Robert Whitehead?
I think they were mechanical calculating devices. I'm not sure they were both actually built, but they were designed by the remarkable Charles Babbage.
Charles Babbage is correct. Well done. Okay, we go to sudden death, 3 each, so it gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternatives, Mal. Turdus merula is the scientific name for which common European garden bird? Turdus is T-U-R-D-U-S, merula is M-E-R-U-L-A. Turdus merula.
Just, I hope, an inspired guess here, the long-tailed tit.
No, the blackbird. Pat, your question for the round. Arnaldo Tamayo Mendez, who flew on Soyuz 38 in 1980, was the first person from which country to go into space?
Well, it's at first glance quite a Hispanic name. Cuba is probably the most famous Spanish-speaking communist country. I think I'll have to go with Cuba.
Pat, you're right, it is Cuba. Sorry, Mal, he's knocked you out there on sudden death, but you played very, very well, I must say. Pat will be in the final round. Both of you, please come back and rejoin your teams. So, as it stands, Composite have lost 1 brain from the final round, whilst the Eggheads have lost 2 brains. Our last subject before that final is music. Who's the music person, Paul or Don?
It's going to be me, Jeremy.
OK, Don against which Egghead?
Daphne, she's smiling nicely.
She always smiles nicely. Do not be lured by that smile. Don from Composite versus Daphne from the Eggheads on music. Well, she loves her musicals. That's the way to her heart. Please go to the question room now. So music, Don, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
The American pop singer Taylor Swift went through a much publicised breakup at the start of 2013 with which member of the group One Direction? Liam Payne, Niall Horan or Harry Styles?
I haven't a clue, to be honest. I'll go for Harry Styles.
Harry Styles is correct. Oh. He's very, very famous, and so is she. OK, Daphne, which of these famous composers was born first? Beethoven, Handel, or Tchaikovsky?
Oh, Handel.
Handel is the right answer. Over to you, Don. I will be king, and you will be queen are lines in which David Bowie song? Heroes, Space Oddity, or Ashes to Ashes?
I don't think it's Space Oddity. I'll go for Heroes.
Heroes is correct. Daphne, the jazz musician Theodore Fats Navarro was best known for his expertise on which instrument? Trumpet, vibraphone, or double bass?
Vibraphone.
No, it's trumpet, Daphne. She's given you a little way in there, Don. Get the drill out. In Mozart's opera, The Marriage of Figaro, Figaro is the valet of which character? Cherubino, Almaviva, or Bartolo?
I'll go for Bartolo.
Is he right, Daphne?
Almaviva.
Almaviva it is, Don. Let's see if you've missed your chance. Daphne, with your third question, to stay in. Try This, I'm Not Dead, and The Truth About Love are albums by which singer? Rihanna, Katy Perry, or Pink?
Pink.
Pink is the right answer. So you're level after 3 questions. We go to sudden death, gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternatives, Don. What is the usual English title of the waltz known as An der schönen blauen Donau, Op. 314?
The Blue Danube.
The Blue Danube is correct. Daphne, your question. Which 1972 UK top 10 hit single for the Shangri-Las features the lines, I met him at the candy store, he turned around and smiled at me? You get the picture?
Is it Leader of the Pack?
It is Leader of the Pack, yes. I met him at the candy store. That one. Okay, Don, the Coney Island Waltz and Till I Hear You Sing are songs from which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical?
Sorry, Jeremy, I don't know.
Nothing?
No.
Want to guess? Andrew Lloyd Webber musical?
Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals have gone out of my mind completely. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina.
Do you know, Daphne?
No.
Is it Love Never Dies?
Love Never Dies is the answer. Sequel to Phantom of the Opera. Okay, Daphne, with this question you can get in the final. Which group had a 1977 UK top 5 album called News of the World?
Queen.
How do you do that?
Is it right?
Yeah, it's right. How do you do that?
I don't know. It just popped into my head.
But I can't, you haven't, I mean, it's not even that well known, even if you're a Queen fan.
No.
Queen is the right answer. Daphne, you are an absolute wonder. And I'm sorry, Don.
Okay.
That, suddenly the drill's buzzing and she's got the gown on. It just happens all of a sudden. She is a mighty player. Don, you've been knocked out.
Yep.
Daphne, you're in the final. If you both come back to us, we will play that final round. So this is what we have been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So, Don and Mal from Composite and Dave and Chris from the Eggheads, would you please now leave the studio? David, Paul and Edward, you are playing to win Composite £1,000. Daphne, Barry and Pat, you're playing for something that money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge and you are allowed to confer. So, Composite, the question is, can you, with your 3 brains, defeat the Eggheads 3 over here? And they've come off the back of a bad defeat, so let's see. Would you like to go first or second?
We'll go first, please, Jeremy.
OK, Paul and team, good luck to you. What term is used to refer to a drain or pipe that allows water to flow under a road? Culvert, erdstall, or gutteridge?
Culvert, isn't it? Yeah. We're happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Culvert.
Culvert is the right answer. Eggheads, which of these historical figures lived most recently? Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, or Hannibal?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, yes.
Genghis Khan.
12th to 13th century.
Yeah.
It was Genghis Khan who lived in the 12th century.
You're absolutely right. It was Genghis Khan. Well done. OK. Composite. The International Baccalaureate, an educational foundation, commonly known as the IB, was founded in 1968. In which city? Warsaw, Berlin, or Geneva?
I would have thought Geneva.
I'm glad it one came up that I didn't see it, so I would go with you two. You're the... Are we going to go for that then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're agreed on Geneva, Jeremy.
Geneva is the right answer. Well done. Composite, 2 out of 2. Here we go, the Eggheads. Ooh, are they going to get the willies? Valencia is a city in which part of Spain? North, east, or west?
It's down in the south, isn't it?
It's on the Med.
It's on the Med. So it's definitely not the north.
It's below. It's
It must be the
it's about halfway down, below Barcelona. It's above Malaga. Valencia, and it's got a province, the community of Valencia surrounding it. So that would be, let's just make sure we get this right. That is, the Med is the east coast.
Yeah.
Not north, not west.
Yeah, it must be the east.
East coast?
Yeah. Yeah, Valencia is on the east coast.
East is correct. Well done. Back to you. Third question can be crucial. In 2007, which comedian became the regular presenter of the Radio 4 panel show The Unbelievable Truth? David Mitchell, Griff Rhys-Jones, or Dara O'Brien?
You said that straight
David
away.
Mitchell for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we're sure of this one. David Mitchell.
You've done very well with your 3 questions. You got them all right. David Mitchell's correct. Well done. Okay, Eggs, here we are again. The Kamehameha dynasty ruled over which island group during the 19th century? The Maldives, Philippines, or Hawaii? It's spelled K-A-M-E-H-A-M-E-H-A.
Yes, I think Queen Liligalonga was the last ruler in that dynasty.
It's a pretty Hawaiian-sounding name. I think it's Hawaii when it was still a kingdom, for want of a better word, before it became part of the States.
Yeah, well agreed then?
Yeah.
Yes, we all agreed. We think that is Hawaii.
Phew. Hawaii is right. So, you have taken them to sudden death. I don't give you alternative answers now. Take your time, guys. Playing for £1,000. What is the only American state to be named after a US president?
Washington State. Washington State. Yeah. Washington State, Jeremy.
Washington State is correct. Eggheads. Which country derives its name from the first syllables of the names of Tanganyika and Zanzibar?
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
else to go, is
Nowhere
there?
else.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, from Tanganyika and Zanzibar, you can only go to Tanzania, so that's our answer.
Tanzania is the right answer. Well done. Over to you. In the 1950s, what alliterative name was given to the period between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. when no television was broadcast so that young children could be put to bed?
Happy hour.
Quiet hour?
No, not alliterative.
Oh, alliterative.
The night time or bedtime?
No, that's not alliterative. I think it might be happy hour. I think it might be where happy hour came from.
Well, that's a good answer to put in.
Yes.
Should we
yeah,
go for
it's
that?
as good as any then. Literature. Yeah, okay.
Go for that.
We're not sure, Jeremy, but we're going to go with happy hour.
Happy hour. I don't know whether that's alliterative, strictly speaking, although they're both H's. It's not that. Do you know?
Toddler's truce?
Toddler's truce.
No.
In the 50s. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. No isn't that amazing? No TV.
No TV.
So you could put the kids to bed. So it gives the Eggheads a chance now. Get this right, Eggheads, and you're back on track. You've won the contest. Weary Willie and who else were the lead characters in a cartoon strip in the magazine Illustrated Chips from 1896 to 1953?
Oh. It's something like Weary Willie and Tired Tom. Weary Willie and Tired Tim. I can't.
Never heard of this,
No.
I'm afraid. Nothing.
I'm afraid I don't really have anything to...
It's one that we're probably going to get it. I'd go for Tim.
Tired Tim, because at least that
Yeah.
has some sort of resonance. Well, Daphne's the only one of us here who's got any sort of inkling on here. And we're going to go for Tired Tim. Weary Willie and Tired Tim.
Tired Tim. That's not just a name made up in your head, Daphne, or
I don't know.
where did you get it from?
I don't.
I always ask you this,
Yeah,
and you
no,
never know. I don't know why I ask.
No.
Well, the artist was called Tom Brown, which may have been your
Oh.
Tom, but full credit to you. You got it completely right. The answer is Tired Tim. Well done, Eggheads. We say congratulations. You have won. You really never cease to amaze, Daphne. It was almost you didn't even know what you were looking for and you just found it.
Yes.
It's electronic. We have said before, haven't we, that your brain should be donated to science. But after you die, not
Yes.
before. Commiserations, Composite. That's
Thank you.
that's what they do. That's what they're good at.
Inspire.
The Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them, and they reign supreme over Quizland again. Sticky game last time, but let's say no more about that. I'm afraid it means you won't be going home with the £1,000, so the money now rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. £2,000 says they don't. Till then, goodbye.